Woo! Hello, everyone. Hi, Miss Bonnie's in the chat. Stephanie, Kathleen, how are you doing? Oh, there's Miss Melinda. Yep, we're getting there. We are getting there. Everybody is coming in, rolling in the chat. Good to see you. You know, it just takes a second to get it all back up and running. Hi. How are we doing? I need to find a flashlight that works. Bob is in the chat. Good to see you. How is everyone? I was gonna ask Christopher. We had such a short little spit there at the beginning. I didn't have a chance to. That wind that they were talking about finally got here about 5 o'clock this afternoon. I don't think it did like a huge amount of anything down in Colorado Springs, but you know, blew trash cans down the street, knocked over the shovel, that kind of stuff off the porch. But I was going to see Kristen, if she survived up north. It was supposed to be much worse up in northern Colorado. So, but how is everyone tonight? It was nice today in the 60s, give or take. Super windy. And then, oh, yes, of course. I know we went, met our daughter for dinner tonight, and pretty much got blown in the door when he opened it for the restaurant because you could barely hold on to it. So yeah, it was a little windy this afternoon. It came in much later than they anticipated because they were talking about maybe even closing schools because of possibility of turning off power, so we didn't have fires and stuff like that. But and that wind, oh, yeah. Genesis M, you're getting it too? Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be pretty much done. Supposed to bring in a little bit cooler weather for us tomorrow. But, you know, it was beautiful today. Hi, Miss Kathy. How are you doing tonight? We are, hi, Becky Vintagevikingtreasures. We are on day 9 of 12 days in a row of live sales. We have tonight, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and tonight, which is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That is what is left for the 12 days. They're doing blackouts in this. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I mean, I've never heard of them doing anything like that before, ever. So, oh, thank you, Miss Kathleen. I got those big blue eyes, you know, so anything blue just accentuates it. So thank you. Love ya. What is that? I mean, I do this, or we do. I can't barely do this. What's the other? I don't know what the other one is that the kids do nowadays. So, anyway, here we are on our 12th day. I have a little bit smaller assortment tonight. I have been looking for it, and I know as soon as I have decided to get this night started that I will find the rest of the ones that I had put in a safe place somewhere, or they were in a box that marked home that just didn't get finished being unpacked. So, but I guess we'll save those ones for later, and we'll do what we have tonight, and we'll go from there. So, again, all of the sales will be on combined invoices that I will do through PayPal. We will also be doing combined shipping at the end of the 12 days. Hi, Ma, good to see you in the chat. Hope too much stuff didn't get blown off your balcony today. And all the things and all the stuff and everything. There's Miss Bev. I ran into her today. In one little store one section of Academy had power out down here today, but it didn't have anything to do with the wind. It was before it even started getting windy. So what a funny way to run into you today, Miss Bev. Good to see you. Let's see, where was I? So yeah, combined invoices, all the things. 12 till Saturday. Everybody kind of has an idea of how we're doing our quick claim that turns into an offer up with more than one person claims, and we go from there. Miss Kristen is in the chat, and we have the voice from above powers already set in place this evening, ready to roll. Yeah, yeah, so I'm going to do what I have here, and I have a few little groups that can coordinate with it to fill the rest of our time. I think this is the only stuff I have over here. But we'll consider it, see how short we are, and go from there. So with that being said, if there's anybody has any questions, throw them in the chat. Let us know what we can help you with, and we'll roll from there. Are you ready to go, Miss Kristen? Tonight, I have what I started with is small glass items like the candies. That's what I really have, and I know I have another 5 or 6 more of these somewhere that I can't find, but I have all different little glass pieces, as well as that has also gone over into the little glass prisms that could be hung and used as decorations as well. So that is the main focus for tonight. So I'm going to start with this one because I found one more vintage ornament. It has a little bit of paint loss. It's going to be a $3 start. When I was sorting through some of the ornaments, looking for what needed to go in the Christmas boxes and everything, I found this last ornament that was older, and now I'm going to have to really come up with all the things again to read this. I thought I had it, and I didn't memorize it, I betcha. Oh, West G. No, it's not. It says Premier USA. So I don't know if you can read that on the top or not, or if I can even get it to like start to show up without the other way, the glare. Nope. So my understanding is what it says. It says Premier on one side and USA on the other. So a translucent red vintage bulb with white stripes with a little bit of paint loss. It is from top to bottom 2 1/4 inches tall, but the bulb or ball itself is just over that 1.5 inch mark. So we got Miss MJ in for the night to start off tonight. I can talk again. Hope you guys are enjoying doing the 12 days. I love getting in here and doing it. I love having all the ideas of what to bring you guys. And I get to about 8 or 9 in here, and I'm like, I think I need a nap for like an all day. I will be catching up once we're done on Saturday for sure. So, all right. Thank you, Miss MJ. I wish I had more of those, but they were, everything else that was in it was the newer stuff. So good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let's just go in here on a prism. Now, I don't think that any of these prisms are like Swarovski or anything, but they are nice cut, have some great angles to it. This one will be a $4 start. It's like a teardrop size, but it's a smaller one. It has a little bail right here. So it could be a necklace, it could be an ornament, it could be, hang in a window. I have some in my kitchen window where that morning sun comes in. And that one just decided to hit the floor. It's way over there. We'll see if we can find it back. If anyone's interested, I'll pick it up on the floor. I need like a spill mat or one of those bibs that keeps things from going onto the floor off of my lap. Okay. Seriously, I have to crawl under the desk at this point. So, good grief, Becky. We're going to let that one ride for a moment. If there's any interest, you let me know, because it just kept going all the way to under my desk, and it's about 2.5 feet deep. So, what a bummer. Okay, next up, I'm going to hold on to this one better. This is more of a sphere, an orb, but it has that point on the one end. It reminds me of the triangles at Epcot in terms of all the facets and cuts to it. It does have a little wire. It's just a small gauge wire that is run through the hole. for hanging it. Often these get put on fish line, so you can't see that. With that little point at the top, it is 7/8 inches across, and just a little bit smaller than that across the other. Yes, Spaceship Earth.
4?
Yes, ma'am. We'll start
Okay.
this one at 4 also. That's what it reminds me of with those triangular cuts. I can see all the different rainbows hitting it. Hopefully you guys can see some of it as well. So that is the whole sphere one. Okay, who else we got? Did I miss coming in? Did I miss anybody while I was looking under the desk? I don't think so. Okay. I need to, yep, putting these in something that they won't roll off. I don't need any more on the floor to go looking for. I'm going to put these as a pair. I am not sure what they came from. You know, like what they hung from originally. But it is 2 sets of the round double hold prisms. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're on a wire. This will be $5 for the pair. And here's the wire for that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 total. I usually have some of these different styles at my booth for people that need to like do replacements off a chandelier or whatever. Can you see this? Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go off on a little rabbit trail. I know it's gonna be like blinding light. But can you see my little chandelier up there? It has the long prisms that hang down all along the edge, and some shorter ones inside it. That is, so that's what I mean. Like sometimes you knock one of those off and you just need a little replacement one. But so something like that came off of those. But that one was one that my dad found. I don't even know where. Mom might be able to remember. I have no idea because he hung it in my room when before I was like 10 years old even. So it's been around a little while. And then when we moved into this house, he installed it here for me. So that's a really fun thing. Also, the original walkway one, the original light in the walkway when you first come in is also a chandelier. I'm not quite sure I'd want these as earrings, but you know, if they don't bother you, like hitting your shoulders and stuff, it could be possible. We could get you all hooked up there, Bob. Is that what you called it, Mom? It does. It kind of looks like a crown, so probably needs a little dusting at this point in its life, but it gives me some great light, so it doesn't matter. All right, I'm going to go to a larger piece. This one is going to be a $7 start. We have the prism in the snowflake shape. So we have the 6 points, and then it comes to a point on each side of the snowflake. We have the hole up here at the top for it to be hung. Each side of each end is beveled, and you can see all the different edges of that. It is, let's see, come on now, 1 3/8 by 1 1/4. This is a little bit longer, the end that has the hole in it. But these are, you can feel the weight. They're cool to the touch, so I know they're glass, and they have such clear reflections and prisms on them. Definitely know that they're glass. So, I don't remember why or where, but there used to be a display either at like the hardware store or a gift shop, and they had like a little faux window, and they had different prisms hanging down. I think it might have been at Hallmark. For like a display for hanging in the window or in a car. They're not going to cooperate today. This one is a conglomeration, so it's like let's see, I think it was 13 of those little different rounds that have been wired together to look kind of like that snowflake shape, and we have 2 of these Swarovski style beads at the top. this would be a $5 start. So let me get it to turn for us right there. We have a little jump ring at the top. And that hits all different directions because how it's been all put together. We're right about 1.25 inches all each way. And it's about 1 inch thick from there to there. I believe this is probably somebody put this one together like that. So kind of a starburst. Yeah, that's a great description for it if you came up with that. I don't think that's what I said, but good description. Okay. Next up, let's see if this teardrop cooperates with me. It is almost 2 inches long and about 1.25 inches wide. This one is going to be a $9 start. That teardrop style, again, you can see the light that it's reflecting on my hand. This is a gorgeous cut prism. Beautiful light. It's so white it has this edge all the way around the whole teardrop. That's flat. And here is the hole at the top for where it can be hung. This is a really pretty piece. I like that one a lot. That would make a nice earring, but that one would be heavy, and it would be a very large gauge if you put it in your ear. So, again, it's got a lot of triangle diamond cuts to get all those angles. And this one, the refraction, yes. I'm surprised Mom didn't put that in there first. The reflection, the refraction, and the something else. Is there 3 terms or just the 2? Okay, next choice. This one is 1.25 inches each direction and about 3/4 of an inch thick. It is on like an ornament hanger. Has that little jump ring at the top. It is more of a diamond cut shape. So it has 8 sides and has the flat facet on the top, and the back goes all the way to a point, just like a diamond is cut. So that's right. Bob's getting the points. Try to make sure. Yeah, this one might have a little bit of a flea bite on that one corner there, but really hard to see.
What was the
Yes,
starting
ma'am?
price? I missed that.
Oh, I probably missed it on this one. This one should be 8. Yeah, I think it's got a little scratch on this backside right here, right there. Because it keeps catching the light, which is really hard because between all of those angles and everything, I keep seeing something on that other side of this. This one might have a little bit more, I've just seen a few things. Trying to tell if it's a scratch or I think there's a little chip on one corner. So this one could probably be a little, if anyone was interested, we can revisit the starting price, but that's the diamond shape. And now, last but not least, I have 2 of the long prisms that are for what are they called? Shoot, I had it just a second ago. The candle holders that go on each side of like a fireplace mantle. I want to say Loomis. Anyway, I can't believe it. I literally had it on the tip of my tongue to say it. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1/4 inches long. I have 2 available. These will be a $12 start each. They have the original hooks. So we have the round piece at the top. Again, that style of the diamond cut at the top. And this is the long prism that has the triangle cut down to the point. These are gorgeous. I can see the rainbow right through it. Just holding it up to you guys.
Did I get the price right? I'm sorry. I'm so
I
spacey
think it's a
tonight. Was it
12.
8? 12? You did say
Yeah.
12. Thank you. I'm going to get rid of that. Sorry, all.
That's okay. I can't think of them. Oh, the lusters? That's what they're called, lusters. So the lusters are like a Victorian style where the candles and stuff were in them, and then they would have these prisms hanging all the way around. And I have 2 of them. A lot of times they would, they tipped over and broke. But just such clear glass. It's amazing. Just FYI, I can hear you typing if you wanted to be muted. And these are significant in weight as well. Let me tell you, just for reference, these are 3 ounces each. So definitely not wearing those as earrings. Kathleen is in on these prisms, on the long ones. Okay, I'm going to hold them just like that. And I'm going to count you down. And when we get to sold, you can let me know whether you need 1 or 2. When I was talking to one of the gentlemen that has a lot of, he gets a lot of replacement crystals, and he said he doesn't usually even, he wants to get his replacements in sets of 10 or 12. You'll take 1. All right, I'll pick a good one for you. Is that all right, Miss Kathleen? I'll pick a good one for you. Thank you. So that he can replace all of them on one piece so that they all match, and then he'll take that number and then work his way down matching other things. So it's better for him to get them in a larger quantity. I don't usually come across them in many quantities at all. So onesie twosies is what I usually find. Okay. Now I remember I had some Swarovski style pieces another time on the 12 days. These are, I know these came out of a Swarovski little a garden, with a bunny rabbit. Trying to see. They do. So let's make these $2 each. I believe that they came from a Swarovski set, but all I have left is they're like little carrots, which means they are just about an inch long and about a half inch long and a 1/4 inch wide. They are a green prism bead on the end to look like the green top of a carrot, and then the little teardrop is orange, and then they do have the hole right here where you could string them and make them earrings or a pendant or anything like that. But I have 5 of these available. Right? So these are little itty bitty ones. There is, you can see the hole drilled. I just can't get it turned the right direction. Let's see where it goes. There it goes. That's where it goes through. So I believe we had a little flower pot window thing, and I think they had some of these that were in the a window box, but I don't know if that went off by itself or but I know that's what That or I had extra ones, one of the two. So 5 of those little carrot prisms available. They would make cute little earrings. They're just teeny tiny now. Those would be nice and light. Kristen's going to take 2 of those. All right. Thank you.
I'll actually take all 5 if no one else wants any.
Okay. I don't see anybody else in there currently.
I want to make little felt Easter bunny ornaments and stitch those on.
That would be really cute with those.
If I ever find time.
Oh, I know. I keep finding all sorts of little fun patterns that I send to Kristen. I'm like, oh, look at this one. Look at this one that they're making. If we only had, time to do all the things all the time. Maybe we'll get a nice winter storm that we can be tucked in for a few days and get some projects done. Okay. This is the other oddball that I have together with all the other glass stuff tonight. I don't know who made it. I believe it is a artisan piece. So similar to how they blew like an ornament when our friends were doing the blown ornaments at the different events and stuff. They've blown this round piece and then they put it on a stopper. We have 2 plastic or rubber gaskets, and this is a wine bottle stopper. This can be a $12 start. It's a really pretty red, translucent to some of the orange and yellows that definitely react to the black light. All the way around the top, it's kind of blowing it out, but all the way around the top where these colors mixed in react to the black light. I did take it to our friends and say, have you ever thought about making wine bottle stoppers? And just showed them what they had done. And these little gaskets come on and off, so for cleaning and everything like that. And it can be easily replaced at a hardware store if you needed to. So, but it's a very even blown orb for that, and pretty colors. It would be great if I had a decanter to put it in to coordinate with something. I might have to look around and see if I have any decanters that could go with, but it's definitely a wine bottle stopper. So, okay. Next up, I have some glass animals. I'm going to start with this pair. Let's do a $12 start. I have this dog. This is the larger of the 2 pieces. We have the white background with the black applied details. I think the yellow is glass. Yeah, it is. Because you can kind of see the differentiation. Oh, you're not going to see it. It's glass, but what I thought might have been was airbrush, but you can definitely see it when you look at it up close. So this is the larger of the 2 in the pair. Yeah. And then this is the smaller one of the pair, and he's sitting on his hind legs, has some dots or stripes, same yellow, white, and black colorway. And here they are together. Did I say a start? Oh, I'm like, I went just describing it and I didn't. Yes, we did. Perfect. The larger one is just about 2¼ inches long, 2 inches tall, and about 1 inch wide. The little one, 1/2 inch wide, 2 inches long, and about 1.5 inches tall. I'm always surprised at the fun little details with the spots that they can put on these critters and attach these legs that they can sit and stand up once they're all done with them. So There's Miss Nancy. How are you tonight? Thanks for joining us. So, got the puppy dogs off to the side. They remind me a little bit of the RC dog, but I know with the yellow it's not it, but it just reminds me of that just a little bit. And for some reason, I've ended up with a whole lot of penguins. This one is going to be an $8 start. He is clear, holding a red heart with his black little flippers. And there's his eye detail. He is just at an inch and a half tall, and about 1 inch wide, and about 3/4 inches deep. He'd be a really good Valentine's Day or birthday, anniversary. We have a penguin lover. He is clear, except for his eyes and his flippers at the top that are black, and that really pretty. It looks like a sucker. It's nice and clear, red heart. And none of him reacts to the black light, and the dogs don't either. All right. Next up, I have a $6 start penguin. I'm wondering if he was maybe part of a chain gang, because he has a wire piece around his neck. I wasn't going to try and take that off. He looks like he is in action, like he is full blown moving somewhere, moving and shaking. He's got these great eyes, an orange beak, and the black and white little details. He looks like he is just on the move. 2 inches tall by about 1.5 inches wide, and about 3/4 of an inch deep. Now, I hope that the winds have died down enough that we're not going to have issues with the connection tonight, because that would not be fun. He's kind of got some buggy eyes, but he is moving and going somewhere. Definitely. He does stand up as well. I just don't have, that was probably scary for everybody to watch. All right. Might as well finish up on the penguins. I have 4 that are they're all made in the same style. I'm going to start with this one that has he has a broken foot. So he doesn't like to stand. He won't stand. He can't. He's missing half of his foot, but he's a $4 start. He's clear white and then the yellow. All of his yellow does react to the black light. It's blowing it out. I'm sorry. Turns to that orange color. But I thought I'd offer him just because the rest of his family is being offered up tonight. And these will be a $5 start. We have the green penguin. Yep, just a little bit of museum putty. He will be fine. So that's a green body with the yellow, red, and white accents. So these last 3 are $5 starts. We have the cobalt. I think he has a tiny little chip off his foot. It's really hard to tell because some of the feet are just not shaped the same way. But I think he is missing just a tiny piece off his foot. The cobalt is also a $5 start. Again, all the yellow reacts to the black light. He almost looked like he was missing an eyeball, but it was so dark it mixed in with a cobalt. And I have an orange. Does the whole orange? The orange has a little bit of a reaction. Oh my goodness. He lost. See, this is what happens when they play around on the desk. He's going to go to $4. He lost a little corner of his wing. That was not missing when I put them over there. It's what happens when they start playing around on the desk. So the clear and the orange are a $4 start, and the green and the cobalt are a $5 start. All the penguins. a very strange animal to find here in Colorado, quite frankly. And I don't know why. I don't know. I have no idea why I just ended up with that many penguins. I have some glass beads that are shaped like fish. These will be a $2 start. I have a ruby. So the hole goes front to back the long way, like so. They are about 3/4 of an inch by a 1/2 inch wide. I have the details in white with the black with her face, a little bit of a fin. So I have a 1 and 2 in the ruby color. I have 2 in the aqua. They have, it looks a little bit darker in the camera, but that one is aqua. And this one is aqua. I have eyeballs, fins, everything. I have 1 cobalt. And I have 1 green, like emerald green. All right, Miss Kristen, I'll put those with your carrots. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. And then I have glass candies. Now, one group, I cannot tell you where they came from. I don't know who made them. They don't have any marks on them. There are some that have come from China. There are some that have made from Murano. They're all over the place. If you like them, you like them. Great, fine. You know, I'm trying to bring them at a good price point for you. And then I have another group that has some stickers on them, and I will tell you about those when I get to them. So I think I'm just going to go one at a time and start at $3. Start at a $3 choice. I don't think there is a lot of reaction. So anything that reacts is basically the yellows, a little bit of the oranges, and so that's all that's really reacting under the black light. So I have, starting out, we have the white with the green in kind of a rectangular shape. These are about 2.25 inches wide, about 1 inch tall, and about 1/2 inch deep. They have the clear wrap twist with the green on the end. That's the first one. Next up, if we're gone on to another color, please put in a color that helps us identify. This one is orange with black and white stripes. Has the clear wraps on each end. This has a little bit of a reaction to the black light. And then there's a very pale purple. Let's see if I can show this on the edge of that wrap. That is also the rectangular shape. Next is a clear with yellow stripes and a pale yellow wrap end. This yellow also has a little bit of a reaction to the black light. Next, I'm going to show this one. I'm going to call this one the narrow stripe on the orange. It has the black and white stripe, but is much narrower than the first one I showed, but it is basically the same colorway. It has the orange with the black and white, and it has the clear with a little bit of the purple right on the edge of the wrap twisted ends. Okay, I don't think. This one is clear with the polka dots. So orange, yellow, blue, white. I'm not seeing much of a reaction of those little bitty yellow dots. We have the clear twist and the green ends of the wraps. Again, that rectangular shape. Bonnie, just let me know what colorway you want to be in on. It's probably the easiest way to do this. And those are the rectangular shaped ones that I do not know where we're at on those. So Bonnie, animal lover, let us know you want to, okay. So then animal lover can let us know if you were in on the polka dot or which other colorway you were interested in. And then we'll move on to the next shape. Yes, you may. We have Bonnie at the polka dot. And animal lover times 2 on the orange stripe. Got stripe. Polka dot. Perfect. So the green, white with green stripe and the clear with yellow stripe were the last two in the rectangular shape that hadn't been claimed. All right. Next two I'm going to do, they're like a flat circle shaped candy. You're so welcome. The first one is clear with blue and green. Yeah, blue and green, basically polka dots. Has a light teal green twist to the wrapper. This one is a little bit longer. It is over 2.5 inches long and about 1 inch tall. A little bit narrower. These round ones have been smushed pretty good. So that is that. And the other round one is a green and blue stripe on clear. I don't see any color on the twist on the paper. Or the twist ends. There's no paper. You know what I mean. What it's supposed to be representing. Just over 1.25 inches on this round one. So these are a little bit longer. So those are the two round style. And next up, I have an oval flat. So it is yellow and green stripes on the clear with the clear. Just about 2.25 inches long. And that is the only one I have with that shape. And this is kind of that Tootsie Roll shape where it's like a cylinder with blue and yellow stripes on the clear. Does it react? It does have a little reaction on the yellow stripes. We have the clear wrapped ends with the yellow on the edges. And I do like this shape because it's totally 3D. It's kind of fun. Okay. Animal lover, just let me know what shape you want to be in on and or colorway.
Animal lover, if you can just let us know which one you want for 3, that would help.
So we had the blue and green polka dot round, the blue and green, okay, stripe, the yellow green oval stripe, and the Tootsie Roll shape. Thank you. That is yellow, blue. Perfect. That is going to go with your orange ones right there. Thank you so much. Now, these next 4, I know a little bit more about because of, I got them in Round Top in Texas when we were there in October. One of the other vendors just down the way from us had them. And I believe that these, because they all came together, I believe that they're all the same maker. But only 2 of them have a sticker, and one of those 2 has a half a sticker. So I'm going to show you the sticker that came with it originally. It says Murano, made in Italy. And then this is the one that has the half of that sticker. So it still says the made in Italy at the bottom, but the other half of that sticker is already gone. So, but I believe that all 4 of these are that style, and that's what they were made. So I'm going to go through them one at a time because they're all different colorways and different shapes and everything. So the first one does not have a sticker, and it is about 2 inches by 3 inches, and it's about 1 inch deep. Because of the way the angle of the wraps go on this one, they twist each direction. You kind of can see it. It goes to about 2 inches from here to here and about 3 inches long. You can see the tool marks on the light blue of the twist of the paper. We have clear with the white and blue stripes on this one. Similar to the Tootsie Roll shape because it is a full 3D and hasn't been flattened. So I do not. The only one that reacts is the one that has orange on it. These are going to be a $6 start. I'm sorry. The Murano ones are a $6 start. I apologize. I don't think I said that right away. And Genesis M, let me know if that was for one of the previous ones or if we were just guessing what I was starting at, because I didn't say it at the beginning. You just let me know what you're looking at. So these are a little bit bigger. They have a little bit more glass to them. Here for reference, they're a little bit larger candy. And Genesis M, yeah, just give us some more information in the chat, and I'll wait a second to start the next colorway. I will measure it up. This one is 2.5 by 1.5. Oh, wow, I can feel that. How is the lag tonight? Has it been pretty good? Has it, okay. We'll take a look at the others first. Okay, you got it, Jen. Not a problem. All right, this is about 2.5 by 1.5. It is a white milk glass disc with the applied red heart. I can feel the glass that's been applied on both sides. And then I believe they, with pressures, push that into the glass. We have clear twists with a little bit of white on the one end. And this one has a lot of movement in it. You can see the twists are not flat to any side there. It kind of, it really looks like somebody just twisted it up. So that is the second one. That should be the Murano style. Okay. Thank you, Em. White with the heart. Thank you. All right. The next one is a little over 3 inches long, like 3.25, about 1 inch wide, maybe 1.25 inches. And then it's a little more narrow, about a half inch thick. This should also be the Murano style. Now there's a little roughness right here on this twist because that is an edge where the tool finished right there. So it is a little rough, but we have the blue translucent blue with some white opaque that is in the middle of the candy, and then clear twists. And this one has the partial sticker that we can read the Made in Italy portion of the bottom of it. So it is a lot flatter than that last one. But the twists are pretty thin. And like I said, this one's just a little bit rough, but it's not broken, it's not chipped. It's just rough where that tool. I can actually see the little lines there. I can feel the little ridges where that tool finished off right there. So that is the blue and white one with the partial sticker. And then this is the best one. I think I really like it the most because it's got the teal colorway to it. It is almost 4 inches long, so 3 3/4 inches long, about 1.5 inches wide, and about 1/2 inch deep. This has the teal twists, and you can see the tool marks where we took that and twisted it. We have the frit that's been added in the oranges and yellows, and that does have a little bit of reaction to the black light. And then this one does have the full sticker that says Murano, Made in Italy on the one side of the candy. And I can see with the light through the candy this way. This is a blue, which is probably it's a little bit darker than this blue that the yellow and the orange was applied to, and then the teal was applied and twisted for the wrapper.
So Animal Lover came in at 6, and I'm assuming that was for the teal one. Need them to just verify that. And then Genesis also put in 6. So waiting to hear from Animal Lover which one
Mhm.
they were bidding 6 on, and then we'll go from there with Genesis.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so it's
Mhm.
Animal Lover for 6 for the teal twist. So Genesis, let us know if you are 7 or out. Thank you.
She sounds so official, doesn't she? Just keeping us on track. I think you can kind of see that blue background right here. And yeah, right here. So, all right. So, okay, got it. Let's go under there. So, Animal Lover came in first on this one, and Genesis is out. It's a teal with orange. Really fun. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm going to make sure I put it in the right place with the orange and the yellow and blue. Okay. Those are the small sizes that I have. And I have 2 large candies. Again, I have no idea where these came from. I just thought they were really fun. I know everybody loves the candies. I think they're just a fun way to look at glass and have it out and enjoy it. This large one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1/4 inches long, about 3.5 inches wide, and about 1.5 inches thick. I would like to start these at $8 each. This is the emerald green with the white stripes, and it has the clear twists on the end of the candies. So almost 5 inches by 3.5, and this is about 1.5 inches thick. They could almost be a coaster if they were flat enough on a table, but they would also be really pretty on a tree hung with lights. So I have the emerald with white and the other large one, very similar in measurements, 6 inches long. Yeah, it's just and 3.5 inches wide. That same, just about 1.5 thick. And it is blue with the white stripes. I do not see any reaction to the black light for either of these. We have the clear twists. They are solid glass. Well, I don't say that solid glass. They are glass. And they have, I think these have air bubbles in the middle of them. I think you can see where it's thick on each side, and then where it's not as dark, that's the air bubble in the middle of these. I'm guessing then that they blew them out like an ornament and then squished them flat to apply on the twists of candy. And that would be why they have that little pocket of air in them. Kind of see it there as well. So those are the big ones. A green and a blue. Okay. Guys, go over there. Thank you, Stephanie. I have an oddball piece of glass that didn't go with anything for any of my categories, but I wanted to bring it to you all again. Let's do a $12 start, please. 5.5 inches tall by 4.5 inches across. This is a stained glass. Yep, I see something coming in. Sorry, I was measuring.
Right. So Genesis wants the blue and white partial Murano small one for $6. I'll get that in.
Okay.
What was the price on this little butterfly glass box?
12.
12.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be, so we're going to have ×2, because we have the white with the heart and the blue and white candy. Got it. Thank you, Em. Get in there. All right, perfect. Yeah, this was somebody made this. I'm sure this is a hobby piece or someone who was working with stained glass. It is a pop-up Kleenex box cover. Yellow stained glass all the way around and on the top where the opening is. So it's what did I say, like 6 inches tall, give or take? 5.5 inches tall by about 4.5 square. And then they applied the butterfly, which we have some browns, and this one's got a little variegation of the color there. And then the fun part, I mean, if you like all the blacklight stuff, is this has a almost a pink and orange reaction to the blacklight on all the sides of the yellow stained glass. So a nice functional, fun way to use some glass. A couple of my favorite things are the pop-up tissue box covers. I have one that's a rose mold that I got from my mom. That was like a birdhouse, and it pops up with to pull the tissues out at the front of the birdhouse. And it's got Norwegian rose mulling on it. So there is that one. And since it was still on my shelf and it hadn't gone to the booth yet, I did want to offer that again. So that is going to go over here, out of the way. And totally not in the glass category for the evening, but I have some miniature children's kitchen items and some cookie cutters. Again, you guys know I just pick up what is fun and what is cute. What I think is this one group, they're going to be $2 each. I think they made them as ornaments because they haven't come out of the package before. And I'll try and show them to you out of the plastic because you really can't see them. So sorry, they're going to be a little crinkly. Try and get it. The staple. Come on. Come out. Come out. So I don't think these are like meant to be like real tools, but they say made in china. So $2 start. That's a little whisk. There's the ornament on like the raffia. So you can say whisk. We have a oh, I should have opened all of these beforehand. This is a strainer. It'll take me longer to get them out. My fingers aren't cooperating. So they all have like the red retro handles and a gingham bow, the raffia style hanger for them. We have a little slotted spoon with a wooden handle. It almost looks like a teaspoon on there. It'd be fun if somebody had like a kitchen motif tree. I'm missing something. I have a handle, but not the other end of it. This one looks like a little milk can with the gingham hanger. This one is the sifter, but unfortunately, it is non-operational. It has the handle here to look like a sifter, but it's just like a cup at the bottom. It won't work. It doesn't turn. Would have been even cuter if it were actually a real sifter. And a rolling pin with the red handles, the gingham again, and the jute hanger. And I don't know what the other piece was. Maybe it was broken and it never made it into the bag. This one is a crock, a ceramic white crock, like almost like a bean pot style. And yep, definitely made for ornaments. Okay. And the rest of the ones I have are children's sizes that were used in like a playhouse. So they got a little bit of wear being outside. Again, $2 a piece. We have the plastic spoons, kind of the 70s style with the sticker that was applied. It was gold with a little black kind of style to it. I'm guessing these were left outside occasionally or used to make some mud pies. So the stickers are a little bit worse for wear, but they're a brown plastic with those handles. And then we have the slotted utensil with a wood handle. There's not markings on this one. I think that one's a little bit older. But this one has the same handle, but it's missing the sticker with a slotted end on the spoon for the children's size. So it is missing where that one had the decal or the design on it on the spoon. Okay, those were the mini children's ornaments, children's style utensils. I do have some new cookie cutters if anyone is interested. I have a few that I have a bag full that has some wooden handles and some more vintage style, but I don't have a lot, so I didn't make it a whole category this time. We did that with the entire tub of cookie cutters last year for the 12 days. So we're at a short night, I think, altogether. If you would like to see cookie cutters, I can show them. Otherwise, I've pretty much gone through all the glass I had pulled out in the glass smalls, between the candies and the animals, and all of the prisms. So let me know if you want to see cookie cutters tonight, or we're gonna have a short night and be done, and maybe I can go to sleep early tonight. It's been past midnight the last couple of nights. I don't know why. My brain doesn't want to shut off. So, okay. I think we're at that. I'm not seeing any chat or anything else. Again, if there's anything that we have passed up tonight, if you want to send me a message or an email or put a comment on the video, you're more than welcome to. And we can claim what wasn't claimed. So we have 3 more nights to go. Yes, thank you, Kristen, so much for coming in and helping with the modding tonight. I appreciate that. So we have 3 lights left to go. So I have Wade's in the lineup. So more than likely, the chance of Wade's coming tomorrow night is very high. So I think that's what we got for tonight. So thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate all of your support, all of your hanging out and all the things. So have a good night, everybody. See you next time.